It's 7 p.m. And I'm like barely ready today. Haven't.
It's 7 p.m.
Yes! Thank you.
For question of the week. I haven't studied enough.
Glad we had this little talk.
Not well.
Good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing there in Tallahassee? Welcome to Virtual Open Mic here in Tallahassee, Florida. And let me try to find my banner here. There we go. Real-time Virtual Open Mic Tallahassee. That's where we are. And I'm your host tonight, Robynn O'Leary. I don't know who we're going to have tonight. For sure, we got Julius, and we'll see how the night goes. So I had my second COVID shot today, and so I'm feeling a little bit groggy, but so far, so good. Speaking of which, let's get a little bit of news around here, because this is a whole reason why we do this. Is because we've got a pandemic going on. There has been this last week here in Leon County, we had one death, and over 1,400 extra people have been documented as being vaccinated. So right now, if you're 18 or older, you are eligible to get a shot in the arm and get a jab. You can go to Walgreens, Publix, CVS, and Leon County Health Department is also still doing that. I got mine at CVS. I ended up driving to Perry, but long story. Anyway, but I talked to people from the Leon County Health Department too, and they were really nice and really easy to get a hold of and called me and all that kind of stuff. So overall, there's been a weekly documented new cases has decreased since last week. Last week, we had 231 new cases reported, and to this week, we had 177 new cases reported. So there's still stuff out there, but the cases are going down. Also, just a good piece of information, if you happen to lose your vaccine card, you can go back to the place where you were vaccinated, and they'll have documentation of your vaccination and can give you a new one. There, that's the news tonight about COVID. And our numbers seem to be decreasing, but that's okay because that means that things are getting better. Yes. All right. Let me see if Julius is ready to come on. You ready to come on, Julius? Let's see. He looks, he's lurking around there. There he is. Hey, Julius.
Hello.
How's chaos in your life?
It's a beautiful day.
Absolutely.
Need to cover that light.
Okay. Yeah, Julius, before we got on the air, Julius and I were just talking about how had a couple of deaths this week that were of famous people. I've also had 3 deaths in my own personal life, so I'll talk about that in a sec. But yeah, Prince Philip. So Queen Elizabeth
and DMX in the same day, within hours of each other.
Day.
That's the weird
Julius
part.
thinks there's something about that we need to think about.
There's always something about something.
I would like to know what you think we should think about.
There's always something about something at the crossroads of coincidence. Ooh, I like that.
I like that too. You should write that down.
There's always something about something at the crossroads of coincidence. That's going to be one of my new hooks, the crossroads of coincidence.
Crossroads.
I like alliteration.
I can't say it.
You probably noticed that by now, but I like alliteration. You know, isn't that where the beginning sound is the same?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Hey,
one of the
Lara's
only
here.
things I remember from school.
Hey, that's a good one to remember, though. Miss Lara, how are you? I leaped on you, didn't I? Oh, you're muted, my dear.
Doing well. Thank you very much. Hi. Hi, Julia.
Hi.
Hey, Robin.
Julius is
tried to
writing down a
come in.
thought.
I tried to come in last week, but I didn't have a good link and couldn't remember how to get in. And so I thought, well, I'm going to make it today.
Yay. Well, I'm glad you
Robin
did.
sent me a good link.
Yay.
Yay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's always nice to have you.
Thank you. It's always nice to be here.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that. I like that.
I hear little ones.
Yep. Julius has his normal chaos going on. How are your animals doing, Lara?
Oh, I have a cat and a dog in here with me, and they're both flat
That's
out.
great. I should be. I had my second jab today.
Ooh, I just scheduled my second one today for
good.
Monday.
All right.
So I'm hoping. Which one did you get?
I got the Pfizer.
The Pfizer. I don't think there's as many side effects with that one. I'm a little worried about Monday. It's the Moderna.
I hang out on the Florida Long Haulers Facebook page, and I haven't noticed any difference. So people that are still having like problems and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, I had a kind of a rough time on the first one. I was down for a couple of days, achy and headachy and just bone tired. So we'll see what happens. I'm hopeful everything's going to be just fine.
There you go. Yeah, I'm doing better. I mean, my first jab I got, I was really, really tired the second day or the day after. And then I'm like, okay, I'm doing great. And then like 3 days after that, I was out again. So I had like these two little episodes.
Like 2 tiers of.
Yeah. But today I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm a little tired. I had a nap.
Yeah. Is your arm sore or anything like that?
It hurts a little bit, but I took Tylenol before I went. And I've been staying on top of it.
Yeah, I'm going to start really sucking down water and keeping my vitamins up to date and everything before I go Monday.
Yeah.
That'll help.
It's a personal vacation of taking care of yourself.
Exactly. Yes. Where's Mr. Adam today?
I don't know. We've been overworking him, so he's probably he may or may not show up. I don't know.
He's going to take a day off, maybe.
He deserves one. He keeps covering for me, so yeah. Yeah, I had let's see. Gosh, we had 3 funerals going on this week. I had a friend that passed away from brain cancer.
Oh man.
Had my niece's mother-in-law passed away, and she had cancer of some kind. And
tell you, that stuff is no bueno.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful to be still kicking after my bout with it a few years back.
Yeah, I was focusing so much on getting through it that every once in a while I just go, oh, that could have been really bad. I was just focusing so hard on just like get through this chemo. And
yeah, I hear you. That's the way I was. I felt pretty hard that year of the treatment and everything, and it was, I don't remember a lot of it because I was just out.
Yeah.
And I guess it's a defensive thing. Because when I think about it now, I was like, oh man, that was really rough. It was really rough.
Yeah.
But we made it. We made it.
That's right.
Woo-hoo.
Woo-hoo. That's right.
My voice is slowly coming back. My taste is slowly coming back. And I don't know if my salivary glands will ever get up to snuff, but you just deal. That's what this is for.
All right.
Yeehaw.
That's right. You learned to deal, right?
That's right. Just move on. Move on
Yeah.
through.
That's right.
How's Mr. Julius doing today?
He's busy writing. Here, let me unmute him.
Yeah, I'm writing, working on another one.
Ah.
Yeah, he had a
Today's
brainstorm
been
as soon as we started talking.
He's creating. All right.
Well, let's
for
go ahead.
me,
Oh, go ahead.
I think some of the reason I do so many is because it's already there. So I'm just like a caveman reading the rock art. I like
Reading
that.
it and pulling it
Like
forward.
a caveman reading the rock art. I don't even know how long ago it was written.
That's cool.
I gotta write that down.
Write that down.
Write that down. Oh, man.
Well, I've been focusing on writing so much the last 3 years, so I notice all the more when something is different, when it's like a phrase or a word combination that, wait a minute, I don't think I did that yet.
Right. Good. I love it.
Wait. Yeah.
Well, I decided to get my sheet music out, which means that these are songs I haven't done in a long time. Some of them I've never even done. Period. I just like I want to do that song.
Sounds like a song, right?
So I think we're just gonna get going.
It's like
Bless you.
There
Let me mute myself.
we go. Oh wait, let's do that and then do that. There we go. Here we go. Oh, once again, this is I'm your host, Robynn O'Leary. We're here with the real time, or we call real good time, virtual open mic from Tallahassee, Florida, serving anybody who wants to sing, serving anybody who wants to read a book, anybody who wants to express themselves or just hang out and chat with us because they might be stuck at home somewhere. So here we go. This is called Hero. Let me go. I don't wanna be your hero. I don't wanna be a big man. Just wanna fight like anyone else. Your masquerade. I don't wanna be a part of your parade. Everyone deserves a chance to walk with everyone else while holding down a job to keep my girl around. Maybe buy me some new strings and her and I are out on the weekends. We can whisper things secret from my American dream. Baby needs some protection, but I'm a kid like anyone else. So let me go. I don't wanna be a hero. I don't wanna be a big man, just wanna fight like anyone else. So let me go. be a big man, just wanna fight like anyone else. You'll masquerade, I don't wanna be a part of your parade. Everyone deserves a chance to walk with everyone else. Thank you.
Just forget to unmute. They're clapping away.
It seems like every time I get back on, I forget which buttons to push.
I can
That's my
understand
group
that.
called Family of the Year. Well, should we just... Oh, wait a minute. That's right. We got it that way. Well, Julius, are you ready to share this song?
Let's see.
Or are you still working?
Good.
I can see the steam coming out of your ears.
This is one I wrote earlier today.
All right.
I hear the cries of my people through many generations, martyrs of a bloody war. I hear the cries of my people through many generations, martyrs of a bloody war. Martyrs of a bloody war. Fallen martyrs of a bloody war. Martyrs of a bloody war. Arise again, martyrs of a bloody war. I feel the pain of my people through many generations, martyrs of a bloody war. I feel the pain of my people through many generations, martyrs of a bloody war. 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 What are you fighting for? What am I fighting for? What are you dying for? What am I dying for? Who are you crying for? Who am I crying for? What are you fighting for? What am I fighting for? Why do you need to dominate I? Why do you need to colonize I? Why do you need to dominate I? Why do you need to colonize I? Martyrs of a bloody war. Martyrs of a bloody war. Fallen martyrs of a bloody war. Arise, martyrs of a bloody war. 1, 2, 3, to the next stop. 5, 6, 7, to the next shop. Open up the pearly gates. Your love will always conquer hate. 1, 2, 3, to the next stop. 5, 6, 7, to the next drop. Open up the bloody gates. Jah will always conquer the hate. Open up the pearly gates. Jah love will always conquer the hate. I hear the cries of my people through many generations, martyrs of a bloody war. I hear the cries of my people through higher meditation, martyrs of a bloody war. Martyrs of a bloody war. What are we fighting for? Martyrs of a bloody war. And what are we dying for? What are we crying for? Who are we fighting for? Who are we dying for? Who are we crying for? The martyrs of a bloody war. 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 Martyrs of a bloody war.
I forgot to mute too. Yay!
No, where is that button?
And that's one of those where just like a phrase, a slogan came to mind.
Mm,
Martyrs of a bloody war. And I was
I
like,
like that.
okay, I haven't sung that one, and everyone could feel that because everyone feels like they've been there, done that. We don't even know how many times over.
So true. Wow.
Yeah, I was feeling like it tied in with the song the way that I take the song that I just finished singing, which was pretty much like, I'm just a guy out there fighting. I'm not like trying to be your hero or anything.
Just involved in the cause.
Yeah. Very
We
nice.
get enough positive focus and we can feel more heroic.
Oh man, I just watched the movie Soul.
Oh,
kinda-
that's a great movie.
I know. I kind of went into it like anticipating I wasn't going to like it. I was like, I'm not going to like this movie. I'm not going to like it. And then I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love this movie.
It's kind of abstract in a
What's it about?
way. And then you get the deeper meaning and you go, "Ooh, I need to watch that again."
Yeah.
That's what I told myself after the first round.
Jazz piano player who just has a passion for music, but he ends up, like teaching at a middle school, which, I kind of feel like is my life in some ways. And then he gets his big chance, and then he ends up like, well, I won't say what happens after that. But it's really all about what life is about. What are you looking for in life? Hey, Rick's here. Let me see. He looks sideways, though. Yeah, Rick is sideways. Now now you're right side up.
Well, how do I get it to do the other? Well, good to see everybody.
Hi. Are you back home now?
I am, but only for, I'll be able to do it next Friday night, then I'm going away again.
All right.
And I'm actually moving.
You are.
In May, so I'll be visiting you from out of state.
Wow.
Ah,
Where are you going to move to?
Virginia Beach.
Nice.
But there's a good chance we'll be coming back down to Florida around the first of the year for good. We
Okay.
don't really want to stay up there, but right now that's the place for us to be.
I tell you what, you are living life, my dear. You are living life.
I am so grateful and fortunate that this is happening. I feel like a kid again. It's wonderful.
It's beautiful to see on you, too. Absolutely beautiful. Well, Miss Lara is next. We were just talking about our own woes in life and how we're trying to live. And now you're completely upside down, Rick.
Well, how come the screen's not turning like it should?
I don't know.
I know, neither do I. Well, I'll just have to deal with it like this.
There you go. There you
well, that's
go.
good. We can hear you and see you too.
It's a new phone. Maybe it'll even work better than the old phone. So.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. That just means it has new features. It doesn't mean it works better.
Well, we can hear him and he can hear us without his earbuds.
Yeah. That's good.
That is good.
So I look forward to listening to you again, Laura, because I've heard you before and I like your stuff.
Oh, thank you. So kind.
Me
Well,
too.
I'm going to try a new one out on y'all. And it's kind of old-timey, kind of. But it's my ode to spring.
Ooh.
Kind of popped out a week or two ago. 3 weeks ago, maybe.
All right.
It's called Hope Springs Eternal. I was trying to figure out where I'd heard that or where it came from, and so I looked it up, and it was coined in the 1700s by a guy named Alexander Pope, who also wrote about to err is human, to forgive divine, and that kind of enlightened type of thinking. Anyway,
You
the
wrote it
song,
great.
I was just thinking of spring, and this song came out.
All right.
Okay,
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
give it a go. Spring breezes begin to thaw, and winter winds no longer draw the shivers from our flesh and bone, while once bare branches make intentions known. Hope springs eternal, hope springs eternal, hope springs eternal. Take heart, hope springs eternal. Frigid dark is replaced by the light, as flocks of geese make their northern flights, soaring high like destined arrows, and seed sown in the earth to grow. Hope springs eternal, hope springs eternal, hope springs eternal. Take heart, hope springs eternal. Days are longer, sunshine is stronger, flowers do bloom, and rain clouds loom. The redbud's pinking, can't help thinking, nor daydreaming how hope springs eternal, hope springs eternal, hope springs eternal. Take heart, hope springs eternal, hope springs eternal, hope springs eternal, hope springs eternal. Take heart, let it in, hope springs eternal.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you.
That was really nice. I like the part about the geese.
I was trying to think how to portray that, because I always love seeing them come back up through here on their way to northern parts, and they just look so cool, and one will go by, and then some other lower altitude ones will go by, and oh wow, I love that.
Yeah. Or when you're hanging out minding your own business and all of a sudden you hear this onk, 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 onk.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, there's a goose outside.
And I was out watering the other day, and all this, I'm standing there watering, just kind of watching the trees budding and everything, and these two hummers went pew pew, buzzed my head. You know how that high pitched sound they make?
Yeah.
Like, oh, the hummers are back! Yay! me.
Yeah. Aw, that's cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminded me of when I was in Washington a couple weeks ago. Oh, I hope nothing was inappropriate when the computer was left on, Robyn. That was so funny. It was hilarious.
I didn't
We
really
got,
look at the end of the show. I don't think we caught any of it.
we got a lot of laughs out of that. So it was
Yeah. Yeah, they were just chatting and I was just like, you guys, the computer's still on.
Whoa. Oh,
It
that's
was,
funny.
but when I remember coming back, it was still, the trees were still pretty bare up there and everything. And actually, the cherry blossoms weren't really in real good bloom, but were some nice ones. But I came back to Tallahassee. It was like boom, everything was totally green all of a sudden. It was beautiful. Right?
Nice.
Yeah, we got our pollen snow going on right now.
Yeah, here too. Everything's covered with a golden haze out in the yard.
Yeah, it's crazy.
When
It's
we
crazy.
wanted the purple haze.
Well, Rick, you ready to go?
I am. Actually, Laura kind of inspired me to do one that God, I haven't played in a long time. You might have heard it one time. I think I might have done it once over at that place on Monroe.
Oh, the Junction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's where we
have.
met, wasn't it?
It's called Angels Everywhere.
Oh, I love this song.
Ooh, sweet.
When I'm up against it, I've had all that I can bear. I stop and look around, and I see angels everywhere. There are angels carved in marble, angels cutting glass, everywhere to help me, no matter what the task. There's an angel in my attic, being quiet as a mouse. There are angels on the corner, hanging out. I have an angel in my pocket and an angel in my hand. She's my darling little angel. I've been her devil of a man. There's an angel in my garden taking time to smell a rose. When one angel says goodbye, another angel says hello. There are angels in the underground, in the sky above. You're too blind to see it. Angels see your love. There are angels there for you, and angels here for me. Have an angel in my bedroom, having an epiphany. Have an angel in my pocket and an angel in my hand. She's my darling little angel. I've been the devil of a man. Angels for the animals and for the lost and found. They're angels to protect you in the toughest parts of town. There's an angel in my kitchen eating toast and jam. They follow around the holy and they stand behind the dam. There are angels when you're standing you're on your knees. I thought I felt one touch my cheek. Was it just the breeze? There's an angel in my pocket and an angel in my hand. She's my darling little angel. I've been her devil of a man.
Yay!
Beautiful song.
It's been a while since I played that one, as you can tell, probably. Is there just 3 of us on here tonight?
No, Julius is on here too.
Oh, is he?
But
Oh,
you know, he's got dad duties he has to go back and forth and do. So
okay.
he keeps listening in, and then he'll zoom in when it's his turn.
Okay.
I just had dinner delivered like right before the show. Hey, who do we got there?
Hey.
Oh,
Who's that?
oh,
Oh my
Hey,
goodness! You've just gotten so big. I didn't even
Yeah.
recognize
No
you.
way.
Hello.
Got that smile going.
Yep. Yep.
Hi, sweetie.
Very cool.
Hmm. What
Hmm.
you want?
You have some of your critters waking up over there.
Yeah, she's got that. Come on, let's go outside look on her face.
Oh yeah.
If I disappear for a minute, that's the reason.
Gotcha. That happens. By the way, Rick, I really like that song. That was really nice.
That's a great song. I agree.
It's really good.
Was the sound any better? Do you remember on this one than it was on the old one?
Sound was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, the sound was great.
At least it's staying on so far, which is nice.
The mix was perfect. Guitar, yeah, sounded good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
I'm planning on getting a new iPad too, and maybe some sort of some sort of would make it sound better.
Hmm.
I know you got pretty good up there, don't you?
What was that?
What do you use a laptop?
Yeah, I've got a laptop and because I have to get I have like a little soundboard. It's a real tiny one.
Like an interface?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a combination of the soundboard and the interface.
And how do you hook it up to your internet? Is it just like hooked up directly right into it?
Let me see if you can. That's my thing.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if I can. There we go. Yeah.
Very nice.
That's a nice one. You don't even need them that big. That's very nice though.
Yeah, it's just a nice little one. It's only got a spot for one microphone.
A microphone and a guitar too?
Yeah. Yeah, I can do the guitar, but I tried it for, I don't know, there's something about when you're broadcasting, it doesn't always work the same.
Yeah.
So, like if I do Zoom, it's different than when I do StreamYard on how all the things go. It's like if I'm doing Zoom and have my headphones on, I can't get feedback coming back into my headset.
So is the headset plugged into the interface or into the computer?
It's plugged into the interface.
So the mic and which mic you're using? Using the upward mic or the mic in the computer?
I use this mic.
Is that like a condenser mic?
Oh, that mic right there in front of
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I found for a while I was just using the video on my camera, which is horrible. And then I was digging around, and my husband's always like getting something off of Woot that's on sale.
Yeah.
And I was digging through stuff, and I went, "Wait, this is like a webcam. This is a really good webcam. I'm using this."
Yeah.
No one's gonna notice me using it. I'm taking it.
Cool.
Well, that's what I'm gonna try. Doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I do another one on Saturday night too that I've been doing for a while,
Nice.
and that comes out of Massachusetts.
Oh, how
And,
about that?
and most of those guys got a little more everything sophisticated like what you have. I mean, it's that sophisticated, but they have a little bit extra stuff to help them out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some of them-
Mandy's friend David has a really good setup.
Yeah.
I really
Some
like
of
his
them-
setup.
Some of them get a little too reverb happy and stuff like that,
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, it's been an interesting experience. I think it's neat that, Lara, that you sang about spring, because my stepmom said that's kind of like how it is right now with people getting immunized, that it's just like, little buds coming out of the ground through the snow and just kind of looking around going like, is it safe to come out yet? Is it spring yet? Are we really doing spring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to sing a song that other people think is depressing, but I don't think it's depressing because it's called Conversation with Death. And I chose it because I wasn't really sure if I'd be able to play the guitar tonight or not. So it's a cappella. So I was going to, yeah. So it was, I don't really know when it was written, but it was first recorded in 1920. And it's like an Appalachian folk song. And I don't know, there's something about these songs that just gets me to the core. It's just like this, that life is hard, and you can't hide from any part of life during that time. People moved here and they're living out in the middle of freaking nowhere, and you got to depend on your neighbors. And if you don't like your neighbors, you're in big trouble. And, it's just death is part of life, and life is part of death, and all of that kind of stuff. So that's what I see when I sing this. So I always wanted to do it with somebody and actually have a conversation and go back and forth.
Oh, that would be,
One of these days, I'll find somebody that'll do that with me. All right, here we go. Conversation with death. All right. Oh, what is this I cannot see? With icy hands, take hold of me. Why in death none can excel. I open the door to heaven and hell. Oh death, how can it be that I must come and go with thee? Oh death, how can it be? I am unprepared for eternity. Oh, I have come for to take your soul, to leave your body and leave it cold, to drop the flesh from off your frame. The earth and worms both have their claim. Oh death, now let me see if Christ has turned his back on me when you was cold and asked to bow. You wouldn't pay heed, it's too late now. Oh death, consider my age And do not take me at this stage. My wealth is all at your command. If you will move your icy hand. Oh, the old, the young, the rich, the poor, along with me do have to go. No wage, no wealth, no silver, no gold. Nothing satisfies me but your poor soul. Oh death, please give me time to fix my heart and change my mind. Your heart is fixed, your mind is bound. I have the shackles to drag you down. Too late, to all farewell. My soul is damned, I'm summoned to hell. As long as God in heaven do dwell, my soul shall scream in hell. A very uplifting song.
I like that a lot.
That was really nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. Thought provoking and
Robin,
Yes, Rick.
I did a gig in West Palm at like these fountains. On Saturdays, it was like family and the kids are running through the fountain. Said there's a farmer's market there and everything. And I did my set there. I was hired to do that play that week. And they told me they didn't want me back because too many of my songs were too morose.
Oh.
They actually said morose.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Well, first off, kudos to them for using a good polysyllabic word. Oh, I know. My mom always like, you always sing about death. You're always singing about death. I'm like, no, I'm singing about life after death. It's different.
Yeah, well, you remember the Ralph Stanley doing "Oh Death"?
Yeah.
From "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" That's great.
Yeah.
And the song you did, that's similar to that. Yeah, that would sound great as a duet.
Yeah, I think it would too. I've heard it with like in harmony with like 4 parts.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really, really good. Really good. Yeah. Yeah, it was also in another movie called Songcatcher.
Oh, what a great movie. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what a great movie. It's all about this woman that comes from England and is like real, and she's like an expert in music and realizes that all the Appalachian folk songs are derived from English music.
Oh, yeah.
And she records all of it and stuff.
is it an older movie?
It's an older movie.
I think
saw it in the
have
20
seen
years old anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's based on true story too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you remember the inside that one shack she found and the African American, the little short African American woman that did that a cappella that just sent shivers up and down my spine.
Oh yeah.
I looked her up and she's actually an opera singer. And she did that a cappella song in there. It was amazing.
Well, the young girl that sang all that, she got recordings, all those songs. It's the same actress that plays Christina in Night of the Opera, or Phantom of the Opera.
Oh.
Yep.
The one that does that really high.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she's just sitting there doing stuff like this.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Sarah, pretty Sarah. Yeah, stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll write that down so I can find it.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's hard to find now, but you can find like bits of it on YouTube. Like you can find that song that they do. Oh, Conversation with Death in that movie is just amazing. It's like all these people are just trying to get her to understand that life is hard here, and these songs are our songs about our lives.
Yeah.
You can say they're all about, they come from whatever, but these are our songs and this is our lives.
This is how we document what's going on in our lives. Yeah. Nice.
Exactly. Well, I'm going to put the Papa Julius up here.
Sweet.
All right. So on that note, I just kind of wrote a little song called Death.
Oh, all right.
All right. So we'll try. I haven't sung it yet, so I just wrote it. So
that's the best part.
It's a reality spiritual debut.
Excellent.
Death, come and visit me tomorrow. Death, I've got work to do today. Death, come back and visit me tomorrow. Oh, death, I've got work to do today. Death, I see you smiling in my shadow. Death, I see your light shine when I pray. Death, when you take me, I will follow. Oh, death, I'll live again at heaven's gate. Oh, death, you cannot drown me in your sorrow. Because death, I've got to work to pray today. Yes, death, I've got to work to pray today. Death, come back and visit me tomorrow. Oh, death, I've got work to do today. Oh, death, I see you smiling in my shadow. Oh, death, I see your light shine when I pray. Death, when you take me, I will follow. Death, I live again at heaven's gate. Death, you cannot drown me in your sorrow. Oh, death, I've got to work to pray today. I've got to work to pray today. I've got to work to pray today. Death, I see you staring in the mirror. Death, come and take me if you may. Death, come back and visit me tomorrow. Oh, death, I've got work to do today. Oh, death, I've got to work to pray this way. Oh, death, I've got to work to pray today.
Yay!
Yes. Julius, the creator.
Yeah.
When you guys were talking in between songs, I was like, talk a little bit longer. I'm still writing.
I have a fly in here.
Oh.
Yeah, Friday's been good today.
Yeah.
The last one, when you said it was depressing, I started a new one, turning depression into a session.
Cool.
All right.
Depression.
You know what's really nice? I think all of us are doing okay.
Yeah.
All living life. That's what it's for.
That is what it is for.
I'm ready for the next round. I mean, the weirdest thing about this COVID-19 is it took a worldwide plague for me to financially have more money than I've ever had. That's still not that much, but it took a plague. Kind of like some of them stories. Oh my gosh, you guys hear? Brazil is doing really terrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're saying Brazil might have it worse right now than anywhere has had it so far.
Anywhere
They were having trouble getting vaccines too, I think.
Have gotten the second. And they've just ignored huge swaths of the population.
Yeah.
And they're seeing more and more young people, yada, yada. Yeah, but Brazil, I just saw it on some world news last night. Brazil's like looking like New York City was, but over a way larger swath of the country.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too.
I'm sorry to be morbidly depressing, but I mean, I've known this for decades. The worse things get, the better they get. It's kind of like that darkness before the light thing.
It makes everybody look at things differently.
Because I've had it for a long time where I'm just too much. And my songs are just too much for people. A lot of people don't know, but Bob Marley was kicked off of his first American tour for being
You're in good company, Rick.
They said morbid and negative, but because he was just talking and singing about issues, and that's why I like Bob so much, is because he sings of very, very, very terrible things, but in a super pleasant way.
That's right. We've talked about that before. I like that.
I mean, there's so many of them. You know, there's so many of them.
I know a guy that was a roadie for him for a couple of years.
Oh wow! Of course you do.
He never saw so much ganja being smoked in his life. You know.
Well, we're starting to get there. You know.
Everybody
Schumer's talking about federal. I don't know if you know that, but New York State has eyed legalization, and they're pretty close. But Chuck Schumer is eyeing a bill to do it federally.
Yeah, it only took about 50 or 60.
Well, a lot of the catch-22 is Delta 8. I don't know if you heard of Delta 8, but it's Delta 8 THC. So it's literally a form of THC. And actually, it's worse than what people know as like the regular one because it's not very naturally occurring in the plant. So a whole bunch of more weird processing has to go to make the products and supplements that are all over the place legally right now. So they kind of need Delta 9 THC to be legalized to slow down and curb a lot of the Delta 8 usage.
Are you from Jamaica, Julius?
No, I was originally born in Holland, Michigan, home of the Flying Dutchman, Betsy DeVos, Eric Prince. It's funny you said Hope because Hope Church was the church I grew up going to in Holland, Michigan. And it was very uptight Dutch Reform. And Holland is small enough that when my parents moved to the address that I grew up at, pretty much the entire town knew exactly where we lived. Because 80% of the town was the same 25 Dutch families. Yeah, so I started singing reggae back in the 90s. My parents always, played some, You know, they played a lot of different music, you know, and played some roots rock. And it just took me away in the 90s. I mean, I just started listening to it, singing, and it just was a kind of a culmination of other musics. And
Started as ska. I lived in the Grill for a while,
Oh,
western end
wow.
of Jamaica. Beautiful.
It's supposed to be beautiful there. The Grill.
Where's that?
The Grill, Jamaica.
West end of Jamaica.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And Bob Seger even mentions it in the song.
Oh, neat.
He was looking for a girl. All I found was a hat. I looked in somewhere. I looked in the Grill. All I found was a old bill or something like that.
I'd love to
And
go
Rick
sometime.
Seguso.
Got a couple relatives that live down there.
Oh yeah, I can see the Jamaica story.
How long did you live there?
Only 6 weeks, but
Oh.
it was long enough to feel like I was part of the scenery, you know.
6 weeks is a good length of time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A goodly length of time.
And I
Yeah.
was there one time before that for a week too. I stayed in Montego Bay that time. But the second time I went and stayed in the Grill. I had a beautiful spot there, right on the cliffs, sun setting right on the half the Grill it's like a half moon, and half of it's sandy beaches and half of it's cliffs, you know.
Mm.
And there was
That's my goal right now.
there was no hot water. All the hot water was all the pipes were just above ground, and so they were continually heated by the sun, and that was your hot water was really warm water.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the way they do it in Greece. Everybody's got tanks on their roofs, heated by the sun. Yeah.
And the little tiny land crabs used to come up through the shower drain and stuff, you know, through the sink drain.
Oh wow! What a visual! What a visual!
When I was there was only one phone in the whole town, and everybody would line up at that phone.
Wow!
And I think there was only one doctor, but it was famous too for the Jamaicans do this free diving for black coral, which is like the deepest coral, and it's real expensive. But they go down, free dive, just holding their breath like 150 feet down there to find this black coral.
Wow!
That was a great time. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of life around this table.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of life, let's hear a Lara song telling us about something.
Well, this isn't a Lara song. This is a Justin Hayward song that I found in my songbook, and I thought, oh, I like this song, and I hadn't played it in a while, except I've played it a couple times this week just for Charlie down here. It's one of their early tunes, Moody Blues. It's called Work Away Today. Lara version. Work away today. Work away tomorrow. Never comes the day for my love and me. I feel it gently sighing as the evening slips away. Only you knew what's inside of me now. You would not want to know me somehow, but you will love me tonight. We alone will be alright. In the end, give just a little bit more, take a little bit less from each other tonight. Admit what you're feeling, see what's in front of you, it's never out of your sight. You know it's true, we all know that it's true. You know it's true, we all know that it's true. Work away today, work away tomorrow. Never comes the day for my love and me. I feel her gently sighing as the evening slips away. If only you knew what's inside of me now, you would not want to know me somehow, but you will love me tonight. We alone will be alright in the end. Give just a little bit more, take a little bit less on each other tonight. Admit what you're feeling and see what's in front of you, it's never out of your sight. You know it's true, you all know that it's true. You know it's true, you all know that it's true. It's true, it's true, it's true, it's true. Work away today, think about tomorrow. Never comes a day for my love and me.
Woo, 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 woo.
Right.
Someday I'll get that rhythm change happening smoother.
Yeah, I liked it though. I was just like, "Ooh, I want to sing a song like that."
I just love the Moody Blues. That song has always spoken to me for some reason.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you. Thank you. Different.
Get the pondering Rick here.
You're flickering.
Huh?
I'm flickering.
Yeah, your screen is
Am I still flickering?
Oh yeah, you're going nuts. Yeah.
Oh dear. I wonder if my Wi-Fi is okay.
I don't see you flickering.
No, it looks like on mine.
It stopped. No, there it is again. Yep.
Oh.
Still flicker.
Well, I think we just better get you on there so that you don't have to watch me flicker.
You remember that song I wrote? I sang it once towards the beginning of the pandemic, about the pandemic. It was like about 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Well, I accidentally erased that whole song from the computer, but I had some rough notes of it written down on paper.
Okay.
So I tried to remember those, and then all of a sudden I started writing more and more, and the song turned out to be a 20-minute song that I've never sang, and I'm not going to sing it now, but I did go back and I wrote this 20-minute, really, it's the longest song I've ever written. It's like 45 verses.
We should have a recording of it somewhere.
And well, that's the original one. It was,
okay.
10 minutes or 12 minutes. This one, the new one, turned out to be like 20.
Wow.
And but it's all of everything seems to have changed in what I wrote about during the pandemic. The Trump's name's mentioned a bunch of times, and a lot more was closed then and everything.
Wow.
Anyway, this is another song I wrote about that same time, but it's not about the pandemic.
Okay.
It's called All In.
Hmm.
Last summer of the 60s, over 50 years ago, and the wear and tear of years had not yet begun to show. I only knew you for a moment, and then we had to go. Gone but not forgotten, would have thought to know. We're not kids anymore, but we still have some dreams. Sometimes things are much better than what it appears they seem. I can make your whole life feel it hasn't fallen through the seams. If you just give me a chance, I'll show you what I mean. Be honest with me, honey. Be honest and true. Take some time, cry a few tears. Do what you have to do. Come with me wherever I go. The Florida Keys to Timbuktu. From the beginning, I have been all in love with you, all in. Everything can get shattered and be turned upside down. Times you just want to run, get lost in a new town. Times you feel like you just want to scream, but you're afraid to make a sound. Just give me the word, my love, I'll be coming around. I write songs about love. I write songs that tell tales about those who succeeded, about those who have failed, about those who are still in the game and whose last ship has sailed. I'm waiting until the weather is right so I can get back on the trail. Be honest with me, honey. Be honest honest and true. Take some time, wipe your tears. Do what you have to do. Come with me wherever I go. The Florida Keys to Timbuktu. From the beginning, I have been all in. I'm staying right here with you from 800 miles away. Never hurt you, sweetheart, hurts me in the same way. I'm holding on so I can hold you in my arms someday. I'm letting go of everything that might get in the way. Will we be all that we wanted when we meet face to face? Will we still feel the love and be blessed with the grace? Will the pain of the years drift away without leaving a trace into the heavens above and the stars in deep space? Be honest with me, honey. Be honest and true. Take some time, cry a few tears. Do what you have to do. And come with me wherever I go. The Florida Keys to Timbuktu. From the beginning, I have been all in with you. From the beginning, I have been all in with you.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's a great song, Rick.
Thank you. I guess it does have some references to the pandemic. 'Cause, can't really travel until the weather is right. Time is hard. Yeah. Who would have thought that 15 months later, or 15 months, whatever it's been, we're still kind of in this world like this,
Yeah. It feels a little more normal now.
Feels like it's moving that way a little bit.
In some ways, I hear they're going to have a week-long. I was reading an article with John Prine's son and his wife Fiona, and I guess they're going to have like a week-long event, like in the fall in Nashville. Plus, there'll be there's going to be albums of other people doing their favorite John Prine songs, and like for a whole week. That's going to be great.
Yeah.
Who
That's
doesn't
gonna
love
be.
John Prine? Really.
Nobody I know.
He might be the most beloved singer-songwriter there is.
He's got some great songs out there.
I've had like three questions of the night have floated through my head, and I should have written them down because I'm starting to feel the effects of the shot that I got this morning. I can't remember what I was going to say.
Speaking of flitting, your screen is still flittering or flitting, whatever.
Is it really?
Yeah, from my end it is.
Is anybody else's?
No, just yours, and it's
Just
continuous.
mine. Oh, how weird.
That is strange because I don't see you flittering. I
Nobody
see
else sees it.
your red streamlights there, but
That's weird. That makes it even weirder.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Maybe it's a poltergeist.
That's what it looks like.
Caroline.
It might be. I've had a lot of deaths around lately. Well, in that case, I'm going to have to sing a song for Sarah. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll have to think about that. I think the next round I'll sing a Sarah song. Yeah.
that's now or next round.
I think next round.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a short song because my brain is starting to go.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, I know. I'm starting to like, oh. I took a nap earlier and felt pretty good. But yeah, I'm starting to feel it now. But yeah, I'll just not talk a lot. How about if I sing and then we'll see what happens? We'll get you guys to sing a lot. All right. Oh, I should really get my guitar before I go all full screen here. It really would be a smarter thing to do. That's close enough for bluegrass, right? All right. I've done this song before. It's an original. And I wrote it. I was driving to work, and I was thinking about a couple of friends of mine that were I like both of them very, very much. And they were dating, and then they broke up with each other, and then I was just kind of like, but I don't want you guys to break up. But and they were both really sad about breaking up, and so I was just thinking, sometimes it's okay, especially when you're young, and it just means that things were right during that time, and you were supposed to be together. But then after that, there's another light that relationship might have been like overflowing. Like you couldn't see that other light because that one was so bright. So that's kind of the idea of this. Oh, we had a Facebook user said, "This has been a real treat. Okay, here we go. I should put that on there. So this has been a real sweet. I am going to watch from my bed after a long, hard day. Robynn O'Leary, I am surprised to see you doing this well after your second shot. You are a warrior." Yeah, we'll see how I'm doing in like 10 minutes. When the sun goes down, everything starts to fade, and the tears begin to flow. When the sun goes down, you can feel so alone as you stand in the dark. Your heart weeps and moans. When you look up, you can see a little light. It's been there all along, but the day was too bright. When the sun goes down, the stars fill the night. When the sun goes down, it's hard to find your way. Each step seems fast, it's easier to stay. When the sun goes down, you yearn for yesterday, to even touch tomorrow. It just might have to pray. When you look up, you can see a little light. It's been there all along, but the day was too bright. When the sun goes down, the stars fill the night. When the sun goes down, when the sun goes down, the stars fill the night.
Yeah,
That was very pretty. Very pretty.
Thank you.
that has nice harmony in it.
Oh, I saw you singing. I was just like, oh, I wish I could hear what she was singing.
I'm not sure which harmony it was, but I was just playing with it. Sounded good. On this
Yeah.
one, too. That was a
Well,
nice
when
song.
we all get when we all get together, we will do that. I think we're gonna have yeah. I don't know when, but we're gonna figure this out. We'll get us all in one place and have like a big
We maybe have to have a big camp out where we can be outdoors and be around the big fire and sing together. That'd be fun.
that
Did
is
you
the
write that
beginning.
song?
That is the beginning of the plan. What's that?
Did you write that?
I did.
That was a beautiful song.
Thank you.
I liked it.
Haven't you done a couple of outdoor gigs, Robyn?
Yeah. We've been doing some stuff at St. Mark's outside. And
Red Wagon or something like that too? What's it called?
I haven't been doing any. Other people have. Like I know Fish Camp, they've been doing outside stuff, and they do the blues jam over at Dreamland Barbecue on Thursday nights. And I've been going to Warrior on the River on Thursday nights. They've got an open mic. It's indoors, but it's a really big space, and not a lot of people are there. So
Where is that?
it's on West Tennessee, outside of Capitol Circle.
Warrior on the River. Okay.
Warrior on the River. Thursday nights they have an open mic. We start about 8, and really the only people there are musicians. So, man, did we have fun last night. We all did our little sets, and then at the end of my set, I looked out. I mean, it's all these guys too, and they're all just adorable and young and everything. And I just go, well, I'm going to do this song, and it's just kind of a jam song. So I'm going to start playing. And if you want to get up on the stage and play with me, feel free. It was like people came from all over the place and just started like hopping on the stage, grabbing guitars and grabbing saxophones and drumsticks. And it was just like, it kept building on itself. And it was like so much fun.
That's awesome. Wow.
It was
That
really
sounds
fun.
like the only way I'm ever going to find a band.
That's why I go to these things, Julius. You should come sometime.
I know. I've just been a hermit for years, but I've been writing songs so I'm
know.
ready for everybody.
Well, I'm
So I
glad you
just
get to
wrote
do this
another
at
one.
least.
I just wrote
Good.
another one because Rick mentioned, he asked if I was from Jamaica, and he mentioned living in Jamaica. And Jamaica, especially since I started singing a lot of roots rock, it's a really funny word because it's like an unfinished sentence. Jamaica, what?
God.
Jamaica. And it's kind of weird
What are you
that,
gonna make?
obviously it's so attached to the island because it's kind of in the name.
How funny.
I like playing with words. Yeah, I've been playing with that one for a while.
Yeah, I
So
like
I
that.
wrote a little song. I used to write a bunch of Jamaica songs, but I threw
Yeah,
all those away.
it starts
So
with it
I just
starts
wrote
with
another one again. So Rick, thanks for
starts
bringing it
with a
back.
jam.
Hey, what were you saying, Rick?
I said Jamaica starts with a jam.
There you go. Now you can't think of your song, can you?
Well, that's why I got it written down right in front of
That's
me.
right. That's right. All right,
All
go
right,
for it, Julius.
this one's going to be called Jamaica. Jamaica man like me, Jamaica lady like you. So now know what we gonna do. With your love that is true. Jamaica man like me, Jamaica lady like you. So now know what we gonna do. With your love that is you. Jamaica man like me, to give thanks and praise. Jamaica lady like you, to share in these better days. Jamaica man like me, to give the Lord thanks and praise. Jamaica lady like you, to bring me these better days. Jamaica man like me, Jamaica lady like you. So now know what we gonna do. With your love that is true. Jamaica man like me, Jamaica lady like you. So now know what we gonna do. With your love that is you. Jamaica me, Jamaica you. Jamaica spirit of creation. Jamaica me, Jamaica you. Jamaica soul of meditation. Jamaica me, Jamaica you. Jamaica spirit of creation. Jamaica me, Jamaica you. Jamaica soul of meditation. Jamaica love, Jamaica love, Jamaica love for us to live. Jamaica love, Jamaica love, Jamaica love for us to give. Jamaica love, Jamaica love, Jamaica love for us to share. Jamaica love, Jamaica love, Jamaica love for us to wear. Jamaica word, Jamaica sound, Jamaica power of creation. Jamaica word, Jamaica sound, Jamaica song of meditation. Jamaica who, Jamaica what, Jamaica when, Jamaica where. Jamaica one love for all to share. Jamaica one love for all to share. Jamaica one love for all to share. Jamaica one love for all to share.
That was adorable.
Actually, I have a godbrother who's got a record company down in Jamaica. Because my godmother is this Nigerian woman named Peju Oroku Wilson, and she married a Jamaican man, and they have many sons and daughters. But their youngest son is almost the same age as me. He goes by Aya Gift, and he's got a little record company down in Jamaica. I think he's fairly popular down there at this point. But I think he really might like this one because a lot of reggae guys have done Jamaica songs, but this one's kind of decent.
What was really cool about Jamaica is the people are dancing to the music in their heads. They don't even need music to be dancing. You know, they're just creating their own, just walking around.
They have it built in.
Yeah.
There's an artist, on that note, there's an artist called Sizzla. It's some of the reason I didn't write stuff down for years. And then I listened to an album by Sizzla, and the whole album, he didn't write anything down.
Wow.
The whole album, he just went into meditation and then go in the studio, boom, pop out the song. And there's quite a few reggae artists who have, you know, between 50, 100, 200, 300 albums. You know, most of the world doesn't know, and a lot of the music industry keeps it on the hush hush because some reggae artists, I mean, they put out more than whole record companies.
Oh yeah.
Where are we here? I still can't remember I remember one of the questions I thought about, and when we can get to this, I thought about what would be the most significant like pet that you've had or interaction with an animal. Like, you know, did you ever have like a weird interaction with an animal where, you know, like a deer walked out and looked at you or something, or you know, some bizarre thing where it's just like did that just happen?
I got one. I got a good one.
All right. Well, I'm going to let Laura sing and Rick sing, and then we'll do question of the week.
So that's the question of the week?
That is the question of the week. It is now official.
Are you going to post it up here so I don't forget what it is?
I will be busy trying to type it while you're singing. How about that?
I'm going to have to think about that.
Yeah, that's why I give people time.
Yeah, there you go. Well, your intro to your last song reminded me of this song. It's about young love. I wrote it a long time ago. You know, you're talking about how they get together and then they break up, and this is about someone who's afraid to even make that first effort to become engaged, or, I mean, not engaged with a ring or anything, but just engaged with someone you admire. It's called When I See You. I'll make sure I know how to play all these chords. When I see you coming, please excuse me if I stare. When you see me walking, you know that I'm walking on air. I don't care. There's a song that follows you around. Yes, and it's everywhere. I must say that it's the nicest song I've heard in a long while. And if given half a chance, I would learn the chords and dance and sing the words and prance around for you every day. Yes, every day. When I see you talking, I wish I could hear the words you say. When you see me staring, you know that I feel this way, don't you? So I turn and look outside in the rain. Yes, every time you walk by, I don't know why I hide from your gaze. It's just me being scared, and I wonder if you heard. I don't care if it's absurd. I've been thinking about you day to day. It's just me being scared, and I wonder if you've heard. I don't care if it's absurd. No, I've been thinking about you day to day. Yeah, when I see you smiling, that song is back in my heart. When you see me dreaming, you know where the dream got its start. It's a part, something that's not easy to explain. No, in few words, it's the clouds, oh, it's the trees, a whispering in the rain. Yeah, now before this gets old and while I'm feeling bold, I'll just say, I'm glad I told you, I'm glad I told you everything is everything. Now before this gets old and while I'm feeling bold, I'll just say, I'm glad I told you, I'm glad I told you everything, Oh, young love.
Yes.
That's more about a crush than anything, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's so
Thank
sad
you.
when you realize that crushes weren't really love.
Now you're flickering, Laura.
You've got someone visiting you now.
Yeah, I guess so.
And you're not, Robyn. So there you go.
Well, there we go.
That's unusual.
Very interesting.
You're flickering again, Robyn.
Oh, I do Instacart, it's just a shopping app, and it's been glitching so much lately. I'm like in the middle of a shop, and I gotta like shut down the app, restart it, sometimes shut down my phone, restart it.
Oh, thank you, Facebook user.
That was Celia.
Thank you, Celia. Sweet.
Uh-oh, Rick's got some guitar stuff going on here.
Well, I just spinning through the songs here. This is one I wrote about 37 years ago. In my background, I've tried my hand at acting, and I still every 3 months, I guess it's quarterly. I still might get a residual check from the Screen Actors Guild for like $5 or $6, But I thought it was going to work differently. So here's a song called Matinee Idol I wrote. Well, he pictured himself a star of the silver screen, biggest thing to come along, the brightest star there's ever been. He tried New York and Hollywood and all the places in between. His producer was directing a new location for each scene. So let's not hold him responsible for believing in a dream. All he wanted was the romantic lead and his name on the marquee. But he kept spinning through the turnstiles in a house that wasn't full, thinking someday he would be the next matinee idol. They said, hey kid, you're good, but good ain't good enough. Come back around and see us when you can show us better stuff. He knew hard times lay ahead. He didn't think it'd get this rough. He never knew so much he didn't know to make him act so tough. Took his road show to the Badlands on the edge of Blind Man Rock, where he let his heart hang out, but he couldn't turn it off. They wouldn't let him act a good guy, so he played a desperate criminal. He said you have to learn to kill to be matinee idol. Oh, he can't surrender. Oh, he can't win. There's snipers in the bushes and orders from within. And if they overtake him, they won't take him back alive. He got on his guns ablaze and the fire in his eye. Then they let him play the heavy in a divine comedy. Said I'll act the hell right out of this part. Maybe then they'll see. They turned him into a fighting man, killing for the land of the free. Then they had him storm the beaches in the name of God and country. He was an actor's actor, but even actors bleed. It's a damn good thing his double was playing all those scenes. Then they chased him through the turnstile, they picked his final rover. Said you have to learn to die to be matinee idol. His final scene was secret. He didn't know what lay in store. When a gutshot laid him low from a smoking 44. As the last of his life was leaving him, he was lying on the floor. When overhead the director said, "That's a wrap, there ain't no more." Well, tragedy and comedy is the same old swinging door. And now that the shooting's over, let's start working on the score. He said, take me through the turnstile to a place more beautiful. Days and day they laid to rest the last of the matinee idol. Oh, he can't surrender. No, he can't win. There's snipers in the bushes and orders from within. And if they overtake him, they won't take him back alive. They got out his guns ablaze and the fire in his eye. They got out his guns the blaze and the fire in his eyes. He got out his gun and the blaze and the fire in his eyes.
Woohoo!
Matinee idol.
Very nice. Well, Celia has been very busy making comments, so I'm going to put some of those up here. First off, we've got Theater Rocks. And I'll skip Julius's until he gets over here. And then we've got would love to talk Shakespeare with our musical thespians. And then nice, Rick, Divine Comedy. Now we got Dante going on.
Oh, yeah, Dante too. How about that? Yeah.
Feast for the brain as well as the ear.
Oh, wow.
And I was wondering, was that song about your friend that you told me about a long time ago?
This song?
Yeah.
No, this song is just about a guy trying to break into the movie business, you know.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And, slightly, autobiographical, but that kind of thing. And I used to take I took acting lessons from Burt Reynolds for a couple of years.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
I think he loved teaching more than he loved acting. He really, really loved teaching. He was so good at it too.
Wow.
He could pick up little nuances and everything. And he let me show my art there at his theater. I got to sing there at the theater, all kinds of stuff. I'm still in touch with a lot of those people. When he died, I wanted to do this song, but it just didn't materialize.
Wow.
He was quite a guy, really. I mean, he was the biggest box office star, if you can believe it. He was never considered the greatest actor by any means, but he was the biggest box office star 5 years in a row.
Wow.
Wow.
I liked his acting.
Yeah.
He had great comedic timing too.
Oh, he did, and he used to talk about all the musicians he knew a lot. Jerry Reed, and Chris Christopherson, all those guys too. Yeah. He used to talk about everybody. He had some great stories that we're not supposed to tell outside of this.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, really. Maybe after we're off the air.
Well, a few of them have leaked out now and then.
Okay. Well, our question of the week, I finally got it. I think I got it even without any typos. Let's see. What is an interaction with an animal you experienced that was out of the ordinary? Like, did that just happen? I was going to have Julius go first, but he went to go hop in the shower, so I'll leave it up there. I wasn't even thinking about this, and then I remembered that I actually have a really bizarre one. I had a really stressful semester, and I was just like, I need a retreat. So I was looking all over the place, trying to find a place I could go on a retreat. And I finally found these Benedictine nuns in like Alabama or something. And then I went to the monastery or the convent there. And these were funny ladies. They were like, they didn't wear habits or anything. They all looked like they just finished getting back from Goodwill. So they just wore t-shirts and jeans and yeah. So they were pretty laid back, but very, disciplined and all that kind of stuff. But it was one of these retreats where it's a guided retreat in the sense that you meet with a counselor, with a spiritual person every day for an hour. But I was like used to like, nuns and habits and all that kind of stuff. And these ladies, she had her salt candle and all this kind of stuff and incense. And I'm just going, are you really a nun? I don't really know. And then I start like, trying to figure out my life and everything. And she finally just went, you need to get in touch with your coyote spirit. And I went, you're really weird. I don't know what to think about you. And she was just like, yeah, just really, like laugh at life a little bit and just not take it so seriously and all this kind of stuff. And then out of nowhere, she goes, hey, I really want you to pray for a friend of mine. She just found out she has breast cancer. And I went, okay, sure. I'll pray for your friend who has breast cancer. And I don't know why you're asking me to pray for her, but okay. So then I went outside and I'm like, all right, I need some time to myself. So I went outside. I had my little prayer book. I was praying and the sun was just starting to go down. And I looked up and there was a big field behind me. And this coyote went trotting across the field, stopped, looked at me, and we made like eye contact. And then it turned back out and marched on. And I just kind of went, oh, shit, I got breast cancer.
Oh, no.
And I did.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was just like this weird, like everything's going to be fine, but we're just letting you know.
The spirit.
Well,
Yeah.
that's your spirit animal.
That's what my dad says too. He's been drawing a picture. My dad's an artist and he's been drawing a picture of all of his kids with their spirit animal. I haven't seen mine yet, so I can't wait to see it.
Very cool. Wow.
Yeah. So that's my story.
Good one.
Very good.
Glad everything's okay.
Me too. Yeah, we did a lot of cancer talk tonight. I don't know what's up with that, but
Wow.
I had my own. Yeah.
yeah. What was yours, Rick?
Throat. I
Throat?
didn't know if I'd ever be able to talk or eat normally again. Like,
Yeah, I thought that's what yours was too, Laura, right? Yeah.
Are we at the question of the week?
Yes. Yes. I've been waiting for you to come back because I wanted to hear your story.
Right. It's a funny true story. It's from the Ocala Woods, Ocala National Forest, 2002. We were living out in the woods, and there was this bear. And okay, so there was the bear. There was Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs. So this guy, Schwilly Steve, out of the Schwillies, used to go over to Schwilly Steve's, rainbow people. And he had two Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs. And so one day or one night, some of his friends got extra Schwilly. That's what they call it. And they barbecued one of his Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs. So the next day, some of his other friends decided they were going to rescue the other Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs before some of the other hippies got a good idea to maybe barbecue the other one. And they dropped it off in the National Forest.
Oh no, you're in the middle of a story and you froze.
Ah.
I know. I was like on the edge of my seat. I'm like, what? What's going to happen to the pig? Julie, you might want to try dropping out and getting back in.
that's the hook to get me come back next week.
That's right. Come back next week to find out what happens to the pig.
Oh, shoot.
I know. I'm going to try switching around. See. I don't even know if he knows that he's off yet. Okay. Well, we'll start with another story and then we'll come back to Julius if he's able to come back in. Anybody else? Oh, yeah. He figured it out.
He fell out.
Yeah, he'll try to get back in. There he is.
All right.
Am I back?
You are. Okay.
Okay.
So last we heard something
There was the
dropped
two
off.
Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs at Schwilly Steve's. So his friends rescued the second one and dropped it off in the national forest. It was at Half Moon Lake. It's this, lake in Ocala National Forest. So next day, because we were camped, we were like hiding out in the woods because this is when Jenny was pregnant with her third child. So we were kind of hiding from people to have it naturally. And we went down to the swim spot, and the Vietnamese pot-bellied pig went for a swim. But it didn't know how to swim, so it drowned.
Oh.
And then the tide washed it up on the beach. So this bear, and the bear had been doing all kinds of crazy stuff over the summer. It had been stealing people's food, going in their tents and stuff. And the bear, it dragged the big pig around the corner to this spot that I had noticed was like the hottest place around the lake. And it let the pig sit there until it barbecued, until it actually smelled like barbecue. It took some days, but it was hot enough that summer, and in the spot it put it there, and it would stay close enough where other things did not bother the pig while it barbecued. So the bear ate the pig, and then after the bear ate the pig, well, it had stolen some beers too. It stole a couple cases of beers.
You gotta have beer
and some meat and stuff.
Absolutely.
And the bear drunk almost ran into our tent one night. I wake up and we're on this hillside, and it's like not around people and cars and stuff. And I hear a drunk bear stumbling through the woods. So I just start doing my chanting and incantations because I speak my own languages. I don't bring them out here, but they're pretty interesting. So I got the bear to deviate from its path. But then, so after it ate the pig, for about a week, there would be poop piles on the road up to Half Moon Lake, exactly dead center of the road. I would step it off like the same number of yards between most of the piles. And they were blackberries and frogs. Because it ate a lot of blackberries.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this strange bear.
It
I fed the bear because we worked at this fruit stand because we had met some hippies from Ohio, Donna and Charlie, who had a fruit. We met them. We were kind of hiding out from some in-laws in the 90s, and then we ended up in the Ocala woods in 2002. We found out they had a fruit stand. So we'd get like extra melons and stuff like that. And I'd put them a distance away from where our camp was. And because we worked for them, and they'd give us, like extra produce, especially if it had gone bad. And I'd put it at a specific spot away from the camp and feed the bear. And we'd hear the bear come and feed.
How about that?
So yeah, Ocala Woods bear.
Wow.
The Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs, it's more than one animal, but it's all part of the same story.
Barbecue pig and beer. That's the way to go.
Yeah, barbecue. I mean, it smelled like barbecue like 100 yards away.
Crazy.
And it wasn't until it smelled like really good barbecue that the bear started eating.
Well, in case you're just joining us, I'm your host, Robynn O'Leary. This is Real Good Time Virtual Open Mic Tallahassee. And right now, in case you're wondering what in the world are we talking about, we're doing the question of the week, which is, what is an interaction with an animal you experienced that was out of the ordinary? Like, did that just happen? So let's see what else we got from our guests tonight.
And I do have to go.
Okay, Julius.
Julia.
Thank you for sharing your story and your awesome songs.
Yes.
Who's up next? Was I up or no?
Oh, wait. Before you go, I had a compliment for you from... Where are the comments? Here it was. Okay, that's from Celia. I love Julius's word places on Jamaica. Pure poetry. So there. Oh, so yeah, we were just at the beginning of the round. Did you want to sing before you go?
Yeah, I'll just sing a little quick one. I kind of wrote it off a Rick song.
All
I
right.
used to think I was going to be a big star or whatever. But I'll sing it real quick.
We'll give everybody else time to think about their animals.
I used to think that I would be a big star. I used to think that I would be a big star, touring around the world, near and far, touring around the world, near and far. I used to think that I would be a big star, but then I ran into a tribal war. But then I ran into a tribal war. But then I ran into a tribal war. There were so many guns. Do you know some people kill for fun? There were so many guns. I know you know that some people kill for fun. I was standing alone. I was feeling at home, but I didn't have an army besides the song of the Lord in me, besides the power of the Trinity. I don't want to cry in a tribal war. I don't want to die in the tribal war. I don't want to fight about the money, but I'm here to jam it with you. I don't want to fight about the money, but I'm here to jam my song with you. I used to think that I would be a big star, but then I ran into a tribal war. I used to think that I would be a big star, but then I ran into a tribal war. I used to think that I would be a big star, touring around the world, near and far. I used to think that I would be a big star, touring around the world, near and far. I used to think that I would be a big star, but then I ran into a tribal war. I used to think that I would be a big star, but then I ran into a tribal war. I used to think that I would be a big star, but then I ran into a tribal war. I used to think that I would be a big star, but then I ran into a tribal war. And then I ran into a tribal war.
Yay!
Well, that one needs some work on it, but I mean, the concept was decent.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta run.
Okay, you have a good night. Thanks for joining us, Julius.
Bye,
All
Julius.
right, disappearing shadow gone.
And
Ooh, I like that one.
Oh,
I'm
there you
just
go
a
again. Look at
disappearing
you.
Oh, what was it? I saw something on YouTube, and it was some Bob Marley tribute with some dub reggae, and it said something about it was like the man with the invisible disappearing shadow, which is weird because I spent a lot of time in my youth praying about invisibility. And so a lot of it was because my parents knew and were around numerous different revolutionary characters, you know, in the US and in Africa and stuff, who all ended up dead. But anyways, there's on the positive morbidity. That's what I like to call it. Positive morbidity.
Positive morbidity. There we go.
On the positive morbidity, we say it too.
We'll just call that the show tonight.
It's just like flower, you know, like plants, they decompose and then other stuff pop up.
That's right.
The positive morbidity of creation.
There you go.
All right, we'll see y'all later. Thanks,
All right.
Robynn.
You have a good night, Julius. Bye-bye.
All right.
Julius.
All right. Any thoughts about our question of the week? Which is, in case you forgot, what is an interaction with an animal you experienced that was out of the ordinary? Like, did that just happen?
The only thing I could think of was it's not anywhere near as entertaining as Julius's barbecued Vietnamese pig was, or bear.
that would, yeah.
But I was kind of a little, shall we say, a hellion as a child.
No.
I have always been into animals, and we've had cats and dogs and Shetland pony and all kinds of animals as a kid. But I think I was about 8 years old, and I decided I was going to run away. So I got up in the middle of the night, and it was in the late fall in Vaughn, New Mexico, which is on the high plains in New Mexico. It gets really cold there early, and winter stays through April a lot of times.
Wow.
And so I packed me a paper bag and put on my coat and took off out of my house, out of my bedroom window, and started walking through town. Don't ask me where I thought I was going. And I got about halfway down between my house and the garage where my dad worked. And I looked around, and our dog, Harvey, was following me. And I was like, I kept telling him, Harvey, go home. Just go home. And he wouldn't. And so I just kept going. I tried running, and he was still with me. And then all of a sudden I hear him whimpering, and I turn around, and he had found a beef bone on the side of the road, and it was stuck to his mouth because it was so cold.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't know what to do. And I was like, oh, Harvey, why don't you go home? And so I stopped at a house in the next block where one of the mechanics from my dad's garage worked. And I knocked on the door, and I was crying. I said, I need help because Harvey has a bone stuck to him, and I can't get it off, and I don't know what to do. And Sal says, what are you doing out here at this time of the night? Nothing. I'm going over to see my grandma. And that was the weirdest thing. Well, anyway, he called my dad. He went into another room, and he said, let me get something to help Harvey. And he disappeared. And then I realized he was on the phone, and I took off out the front door, and Harvey was still following me, but he still had the bone stuck on him. Then he called my dad. And anyway, long story short story long, my friend Keith used to say, I got home, Harvey was relieved of the bone, and I got my little butt whipped.
Ooh.
We have another comment from Celia.
Hell yeah. Yeah. That was not the first time I tried to run away as an 8-year-old. The second time I tried to run away, I actually got a ride with an 18-wheeler, and he took me out to the Y and dropped me off and continued on the way I wanted to go and left me out there for the state police to pick me up. I got another ass whipping for that one too.
Doesn't make you really want to stick around at home, huh?
Well, I've always had this, I guess I've always just had this road thing, just like.
Yeah.
Anyway, poor Harvey. He was
Yeah.
a good dog.
Poor Harvey. He's protecting his girl.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were pretty tight.
Yeah.
Where are you going? And I'm going with you.
That's right.
It's like Charlie.
Here's Charlie. Hi, Charlie. Was Charlie your backup singer?
That was my backup singer earlier. Yes. She's the one that I found on the road on the west side in El Paso, and she follows me everywhere.
Aw.
To another little black dog that follows me around everywhere.
How about that? Well,
Yeah.
Rick, you just went away.
Oh,
I'm still here.
Okay. So do you have an interaction with an animal you experienced that was out of the ordinary? Like, wow, did that just happen?
Before I got too crazy, I just stopped at 2 and probably go with the first one, you know. I've had lots of interactions with animals. By the way, the spirit animal has to pick you. You don't pick them.
exactly.
And mine is a grasshopper.
Oh.
Okay, grasshopper.
And the weird, I don't know if it's weird, it's kind of sad, but back in the 60s, I was part of a bunch of guys, and we called our group, our band or whatever, the Castle Road Dogs with 2 G's. We had a bunch of dogs, and one of them got distemper real bad. And I remember the last time I saw him, we were just like sitting out in the yard, somebody's yard, and the dogs would always be around. This one, he just came up to me and he gave me this weird look, kind of turned his head, you know. I knew he was sick, and he just walked away. I never saw him again. I think he just didn't want to die in front of me, you know.
Oh, wow.
But I got sick, and I started getting the same symptoms as the dog had with distemper.
Oh, wow.
And I went to a doctor, and I told him about that, and I said, "Is it possible for a person to get distemper?" And he said, "Yes, you got it. That distemper, you know, all that puffy pus in my corner of my eyes, and drippy and real puffed up like that, and kind of like having these spasmodic movements every once in a while." So that's my weird encounter with a dog.
Wow. Well, how did your grasshopper pick you?
I was coming in to the apartment one time, and I stepped in to the apartment, and out the corner of my eye, I noticed something that I almost stepped on, right in the middle of the threshold, just there when you open the door. And it was a grasshopper. It was this grasshopper. And so I got a piece of paper, and I just kind of moved him over to the side, and I went back to check on him later, and he was on the door. And he was like looking at where the door opens, and he was like looking right at me. And then I went back like an hour later, and he's on the outside door jamb, you know, looking at me. And then I went back an hour later, and he's still there looking at me. And it was like 8 hours before he was gone.
Wow.
He was there for some reason. And I looked up spirit animals in the grasshopper, and it kind of made sense. And so I think he chose me. So I'm that's my spirit animal. In fact, I found a picture somewhere on the internet that's like looks exactly like him. He's a pretty common one, but it's really pretty with his ochre and brown.
Yeah.
Everything, you know, umber. And I'm going to do a painting of him one of these days.
Ooh.
Just like your dad, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I used to go spend the summer with my dad, and that would be the summer that he always had commission work during the summer. So he was always working on some big sculpture. And so a lot of time hanging out in the studio, listening to loud music. And
yeah, that must have been great.
Yeah, it was. It was great. It was great. Yeah. And then, you know, free reign of the university building that we were in. And go hang out in the classrooms and stuff. So, yeah.
My grandfather was a professional artist. He used to paint for the movie companies.
Oh, wow.
He would get the pictures the studio would give him, and he worked on a lot of famous movies. He was like the most sought after poster artist. He worked for MGM, Paramount, 20th Century Fox, and he would render the paintings that they wanted, and then from him it would go to the graphics department. They lay over the words, the stars, and whatever information had to go on it. And when he died, his obituary went out, and I got a call from somebody. He saw the name. He somehow found me, this guy, and he used to work in the graphics department, and he used to work on my grandfather's paintings, years and years and years and years ago. And I think my grandfather's first movie was Steamboat Bill in 1928. He worked on Gone with the Wind, the Philadelphia Story.
Wow.
All these things that became famous movie posters. And I called my uncle who lived near me, and actually my godfather, his name's Richard too, because he knew what was going on with my grandfather during those days much better. And the two of us went over and we visited this guy, and he had this closet full of old movie posters. My grandfather never kept anything, but I'm sure some Hollywood bigwigs wound up with some nice original stuff, But they didn't take it seriously. I mean, I do have something from 30 Seconds Over Tokyo, and it was just done on pressed cardboard, and it was just painted, and it even had utility cut knives on it from whatever he cut over it. And it was a really great picture, and I fixed it up and I refurbished it. And one of my sisters has it now.
Wow.
But, yeah, this guy has some great stories. He said he used to come over to the house, and my grandmother would cook everybody dinner, some good Italian food and everything. It was a great afternoon with my uncle to go over and do that. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Well, we've got less than 10 minutes, so I'm going to do a quick song, and then everybody think of their quickest song that they can think of. Then we can get everybody in one more time.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Oh, don't mute myself. I almost did that. All right, I've been obsessed with this song. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna rise right out of the ground. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Well, look on down the river. What do you think I see? I see a band of angels and they're coming after me. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Well, meet me, Jesus, meet me. Meet me up in the air. And if these wings don't fail me, I'll meet you anywhere. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Woo!
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Yes, I discovered this recently, and I'm obsessed with it. Johnny Cash does a version of it. It's a little slower, but yeah.
Wow. Got that grave and death thing going, Miss Robynn.
Yeah, well, that's really my like I said, my friend who's like, she was in her 30s and passed away with brain cancer and left behind a newborn baby and a
Oh man.
child and a wonderful husband. And all I could think of, her eyes were always on God. And it's just like, you know what? If anybody, it's Sarah. Ain't no grave gonna hold that girl down.
Yeah. That spirit's rising.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. All right. You got a quick one?
Well, I'll try to do this really quick.
All right.
It's just a song I found a week or so ago that I thought, I really like that song. I want to learn it. It's called Put Your Record On. Three little birds sat on my window and they told me I don't need to worry. Summer came like cinnamon, so sweet. Little girls double dutch on the concrete. Maybe sometimes you've got it wrong, but it's alright. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Oh, don't you hesitate. Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your hair down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your hair down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. Blue as the sky, sunburned and lonely, sipping tea in a bar by the roadside. Don't you let those other boys fool you. No, no, no. You got to love that apple hairdo. And maybe sometime we feel afraid, but it's alright. The more you stay the same, the more they seem to change. But don't you think it's strange? Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your hair down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your hair down. Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your hair down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your hair down. And you're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. The abbreviated version.
Ah, very good. Very good. Yay. Oh, that was an awesome song. I really like that.
Corinne Bailey Rae sang that song, I think, back in the early 2000s.
All right. Well, with 3 minutes to go.
Here's the shortest song in my repertoire.
All right. Go for it.
There's a fire burning on my upper deck, fanned by the winds of my desire. I started out to see you, and then I doubled back. I saw smoke pouring from my tire. I tore my whole house down. Then I rebuilt it in a day. I ran from town to town, but I couldn't find a place to stay. I can't decide. Have a cup of coffee. So I'll just smoke a cigarette. I can't remember just what you're like. Then again, babe, I can't forget. I can't keep going crazy, trying to find a way to spend my day. I can't hold my interest on the TV. My radio plays a wild and fade. My radio plays a wild and fade. My radio plays a wild and fade.
I was jamming, Rick.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect timing. It is now 9:30. Everybody say goodbye. You can stay on if you want to talk later, but here we go. Love it. I love it.
Oh yeah, Robynn, you.
My mother told me this story.
Be excellent to each other.
Woo! Good night, everybody.
What?